Do you know something about Pedro Sánchez?
No, I've heard the name.
Not his history?
No.
A lot of his teammates are corrupt. Wife, his brother.
His wife as well is being indicted for corruption.
One of the big problems that we have is the occupation. Until 18 months, you can't do nothing legally.
You arrested, second arrested in the car.
In Spain, you pay a lot of taxes, but you have to pay one taxes. It's to be a freelance. You have to pay for work.
Why? For me to hear this is a bit shocking. We have rules, plain and simple. Just follow them. If I come to Spain, for example, you have rules. I'll follow them.
Is homosexuality illegal in the UAE? Muy buenas a todos y bienvenidos a un nuevo vídeo. Esta vez un vídeo un poco distinto, ya que es mi primer podcast y lo voy a hacer aquí con Mohamed Al-Habri. Welcome to my podcast. Lo vamos a hacer en inglés porque Hamoud es residente en Dubái, en Emiratos Árabes Unidos, y hablaremos un poco de las diferencias de la cultura, un poco de política, de economía, de cómo está yendo la inversión y todo. Así que lo vamos a hacer en inglés, evidentemente, porque Hamoud le llamo yo así. Es your nickname, Hamoud. It's for friends, right? I consider it already my friend.
You can call me anything, Toby.
But yeah, your name is Mohamed Al-Habri.
Mohamed Al-Jabri.
Al-Jabri. Okay.
I know J is silent usually in Spanish, so it's okay. It's fine.
Yeah, perfect.
It's okay.
Okay. So, the first, I want you to tell me how you see Spain. I mean, because I think it's a lot of different between the culture of the UAE and Spain. So if you can tell the difference that you see.
Cultural wise, I don't think there's nothing wrong with the people of Spain. Lovely people. I've met so many so far. I've known you guys now almost for almost a year.
Yeah, almost.
From the last time you guys were here, from the amount of Spanish people I've met, I just feel like, mashallah, you guys are very, very humble.
Mm-hmm.
Humble people. You guys like to go a bit aggressive,
Mm-hmm.
but in a nice way. Not a bad way.
That's lovely. And most, not only of the people that lives in Spain, how do you see Spain as a country?
To be honest, it's actually shocking. I'm very shocked. The amount of Spanish people that I've met come from different, different levels, of like what kind of standard. I've spoken to very extremely wealthy people from the normal class, like in general. And from what I heard from all of them, it's actually shocking. So to be honest, I'm actually surprised about the way things go and the way things happen in Spain, the way things are executed in Spain. It's actually very, very shocking. I'm still in shock. I recently had a developer from Spain that I was talking to, and him being a developer in Spain, when he just explained to me about the processes and everything, it just shocked me. I'm still in shock.
Yeah, because of the most of the problems of being an entrepreneur in Spain or wanting to build a business in Spain, the bureaucracy, it's really, really slow compared in the UAE maybe. But I think the conversion with your developer is more like this, no? Maybe from the bureaucracy or what?
No. It's the way things happen in the UAE is a lot faster.
Mhm.
Especially when it comes to you being a businessman or an entrepreneur or anything like this. Any business you have, the processes are a lot faster. He told me to get the permission for a license takes about like 3-4 months, when in Dubai, getting a license takes about 3 days. A commercial license takes only 3 days. So depending on the authority, like some might take a week, some might take 5 days, but literally it's 3 days. He tells me in Spain it's months, and I'm just shocked.
Yeah, that's because of a lot of paperwork to do. We have a system that, it goes a little bit slow and they don't support that much the entrepreneur and the business people.
For us, majority of the things are online.
Yeah. And coming to the more entrepreneur and business world, in Spain, we have a thing that some places don't have, some country or whatever. It's when you are an entrepreneur, you're like a freelance in Spain, and you have to pay. Well, you pay a lot of taxes. That I think is a thing that you know, but you have to pay one taxes. It's to be a freelance. I mean, you have to pay for work. I mean, every single month you pay like I am paying now 400 euros. I think it's a month. I think it's maybe 1,700 dirhams, something like this.
For what?
For work. I paid this for work. And yeah, you have to pay it monthly. And if you don't pay, you are not allowed to do bills. You're not allowed to work. It doesn't matter how much you are earning a month. That if you are earning, if I'm 5 years being an entrepreneur. If I'm doing like $500 dollars or euros a month, I still have to pay 400 from the taxes. It's like that a tax fee fixed. Yeah, for being a freelance. I think that's the a difference. Here you have to pay anything if you are like freelance or if you are starting entrepreneur, right? How you see that tax for work?
I'm just shocked, Danny. Why would they have to pay a fixed tax? Like, what is the purpose?
It's like you have the, how do you say it in English, the when you have to go to a hospital or a street art construct or the pension for all this. I mean, I know do have to pay, but if I'm earning, I don't know, 1,000 euros a month, why do I have to pay like almost the 50% in taxes? That's what we don't understand. You have to pay yes or yes. And if you don't pay, I went one time, I was really broke because I have issues with my company. And during 3 months, I couldn't pay the cuota de autónomos, is it called in Spain? It's this tax for being a freelance. I can't pay it because I didn't have money. You know what they did? They took my motorcycle just for can pay this tax for 3 months. In Spain, is it called embargo? In English, I don't know what to say the name. They will, embargo. They took it to me because I couldn't pay the tax for being a freelance that month because I had so many debts and I was broke.
Oh my God.
And they would take my motorcycle and it
I
was
mean,
like,
look, if you're in debt also here, they do that. But not when it comes to tax or whatever. Usually it's like, let's say if you owe the bank money
mhm.
and you haven't paid the bank. There's a process, where they have to file a civil case against you and so on and so on. And that's when later on things are blocked, like either your property or your whatever assets you have or other cars you have.
Mhm.
But simply just for, I mean, like if they take your motorcycle and then they stop you from continuing work, you don't make any money. So how does that benefit? They should just, okay, if you have a 400 euro to pay, keep it going. If you don't pay the second month, it's 800. Like, just keep it going. Don't stop and take and motorcycle and this and that. I mean, that's
Otherwise, I can't go to work. I can't go to film my clients because I do audiovisual things.
Exactly.
I can't move off home. How can I make money?
So now you see what I mean. I mean, now I know why the Spanish people are aggressive, a little bit aggressive. Now I understand. I mean, it's because your government is aggressive. So
No, and
it makes sense now. Now it makes sense too.
yeah, you understand it now. No, and talking a bit from the government, we have our president. I don't know if you know him, Pedro Sanchez, is it called? Do you know something about Pedro Sanchez?
No, I've heard the name, but
Heard
not
the name? Not his history?
no. What is he? Prime Minister or president?
He's president of Spain.
President of Spain.
Yeah, he went 4 years president and now he's 6 years in a row.
Who makes the decisions? Is it the president or the Prime Minister of Spain?
It's like a partitocracy, is it called? The people vote the
Prime Minister.
prime minister and the prime minister vote their president. It goes like this. But it's with that president, well, we have a lot of problems with that president. But the thing is, a lot of his teammates are corrupt, and it's demonstrated. And the thing is, he has a lot of familiars, brothers, his wife, and more familiars. They are financing a corruption charge.
So his family members,
Yeah,
are also corrupt.
it's not like demonstrated, but they in process to being judged. A lot of them.
So their
Wife, his brother,
his wife as well.
his wife,
The Prime Minister's wife,
the president's.
president's wife,
Yeah.
is being indicted for corruption.
Yeah.
And what is the president doing? Let me guess. He has immunity. He cannot be charged.
Correct? Something like this.
Yeah.
He does things to not be charged,
And now I'm surprised, because I know Spain being, a European country, been there for ages, centuries.
Mhm.
for me to hear this, like someone being corrupt is a bit shocking. I mean, there are many as well, like in many other European countries, um, leaders that were a bit corrupt.
And his family too? Had you never heard this?
No, I'm
Was it
surprised. No, not. I mean, see, this is the thing. Like I do remember there was a certain president somewhere in Europe that was caught for corruption. In France,
Yeah.
but he got indicted and he went to jail, not his family.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make sense why his family. But like I don't know, what did his family do to get?
Well, there was a viral clip of the brother of the president of Spain.
Hmm.
They asked him what he does for work, and he works for the government for one place that he invented. And they asked him, where do you work? The address of the where you work. And he didn't knew how to answer that. With who you work with. He didn't knew the answer.
So
So
he's working for the government
he has a
government
place, like
that,
a
of-
invented place
and they made this up basically.
for him. And he has a salary, a good salary from the government. And they ask him in an
For
interview
doing nothing.
for doing nothing. Because they ask him in an interview, what do you do in your work? Well, yeah, I do things in work. Yeah. Okay. Where's your work? Where's your office? Well, my office is in a place. Okay, but tell me the address of the office. Well, I don't know. They told him, okay, tell me, I don't know, with who you work with, your company. So, well, I have a lot of companies, but he didn't knew how to answer anything.
Is he being indicted also and
Yeah.
being charged?
Yeah.
My God.
And more things that we don't know, it's not public or whatever, but
But then,
Yeah,
like you said, he's a president. The prime minister was voted by the people, and the prime minister put this president in place, correct?
Mhm.
What does the prime minister have to say with this?
the politician, they have the art of saying a lot of things and not say nothing, and then do it a lot.
Well, Alhamdulillah, I'm very, very glad and very lucky to be in a country that is, controlled by the monarch. It's a very big thing, like to have a monarch, a country that's ruled by an absolute monarch, and be so successful until now.
Of course. Have you corruptions here in the UAE?
No, no. I mean, like, look, there are levels of corruption in every place of the world, But in the UAE, Alhamdulillah, there's nothing like it. Like, you will never hear a story of something being corrupt or like an official, embezzling things or like doing something against the government. There's nothing like that.
What will happen if someone in the UAE are corrupt and they...
If someone, I mean, nothing. If somebody, they cannot because it's very hard. And also, plus, even if it reaches that stage, if someone is corrupt, somewhere down the line, someone will actually, inform on it.
Mhm.
It's like because everybody here is loyal.
Yeah.
Everyone here is paid very well
Mhm.
to the extent that we don't need to be corrupt to get extra benefits or whatever. I mean, usually it's every corrupt official I've seen across the world in other places. It's usually because they're doing something to get benefits.
Yeah, sure.
Either whether it be, I mean, I don't know, it can be anything. Over here, people are already well fed. They don't need more. They're not greedy. So you hardly find any corruption. Nothing. And if there is actually, it'll be rooted out in like a split second because either someone will inform on you or someone will catch you. Somewhere down the line, you'll always get caught.
Yeah, and
You can't escape.
they're really strict with the rules here too.
I mean, look, they're not. I wouldn't say we're really strict to the rules. I mean, we have rules, plain and simple. Just follow them.
Mhm.
It's not extremely strict where people should get scared. No, I mean, it's same like if I come to Spain, for example, you have rules. I'll follow them. Regardless whether they're strict or not. Every country has rules. So when it comes to whether they're very strict, they're strict. They have rules. Every country is strict and has rules. So it doesn't matter like either very strict or normally is.
And taking more of Spain, one of the big problems that we have is the occupation. I know you know some things, but the thing is, if you go to a holiday, imagine you go 1 week, 2 weeks, and you leave your house, someone can get into your house, and then if they pass more than 48 hours, you can't do anything. If you come back from holidays and you are at home, you see the people, but they are more than 48 hours there.
What if I catch them within 24 hours then?
You could call the police,
Okay.
and within these 48 hours, you could, if you have proofs, you could do something. But what if they change the key of the entrance? They order a pizza. Look, this is my address. This is my phone. This is my house. You can't do anything. And they are there until 18 months. You can't do nothing legally. Nothing.
18 months.
Yeah.
And after 18 months, what happens?
Then the judge make like a
Ruling.
rule it, and you can get them out. But 18 months has to pass that you can, the people that they are occupying your house, getting away.
Why? Why 18 months?
I don't know why this
Is
time.
it the process?
It is the process, because legally in Spain goes really, really slow. All the judges, all the stuff goes really slow.
Hmm.
I read in France, it's 48 hours. They can't kick the occupant in for,
Wow.
and in Germany, in 24 hours, they can kick enough. But in Spain, it has to pass 18 months until they can do something
If you
with the
go
occupation.
in Dubai, if you go on holiday and you come back and you see someone in your house, that's
What do you
the
do?
story.
What do you do?
What do you do? I mean, either you can. I mean, if I came and I saw somebody in my apartment, I would just look at them and I'd be like, yes, and what are you guys doing? And if they try to say, oh no, we're staying here, all right, pick up the phone and call 999, call the police. Police will directly come. They will not ask straight away, whose apartment is this? Mine. Name, show me everything. I hear. Who are these guys? I have no idea. I went on holiday and I came back and now they're inside my apartment. Police will just look at those guys and be like, okay, you arrested, second arrested in the car for breaking and entry.
And you're like jail.
Yeah, straight. They entered the premises without any, they broke in. So,
No, it's completely normal. I think, yeah.
I
But in
mean,
Spain, we have to wait 18 months until they can do anything by the judge.
I think
You can take the legacy by your own rules. I mean, of course you could. But if they see you or something, you can be in a trouble as an owner.
I think that's why now a majority of Spanish people are, like my partner always says, Spain is waking up. Spain is waking up. So I think that's why there's a lot of Spanish people now coming to Dubai.
Yeah.
Not just to buy in real estate, but to more like relocate. Set up their businesses here in Dubai. Just that's it.
Let's talk about safety. What do you think Dubai, well, or the UAE, are the most safe country in the world? Why is that?
I would say because of the strict rules. Everybody knows that when you commit a crime in Dubai, you're always caught within the next 3 hours. I mean, okay, now 3 hours is too much.
But yeah, you can.
I mean, hardly people commit any crime in Dubai because usually when people do commit crimes, you hear about it, but then you always hear about how fast the culprits were caught. They were caught very quickly, because I mean, Dubai is a small city. It's not, it's not, it's like it's not massive like other places with a huge population.
And what happened? What happened if in Dubai or the UAE someone does any crime, like killing someone?
Well, it depends. There are different degrees of murder. There's first degree, second degree. There's premeditated. It all depends on the circumstance. But yeah, I mean, if something like murder, you usually get, depending on again, the
You
crime.
pay with your life?
No, no. I mean, okay, look, I cannot say much because I'm not a lawyer in the end. But like, you don't pay with your life. Like execution cases are usually when that's a capital punishment. That's when the crime was very severe. There have been some executions, but it was not just for murder. Let's say when it came to murder or rape of an innocent child, then yeah, that's execution. capital punishment. It is seen that they go for the maximum penalty. But when it comes to like a random murder, like I said, it's premeditated, first degree, second degree, self-defense, whatever it is. Usually you'd say up to 10 to 15 years. 10 to 15 years to life as well, depending on the severity, you know.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, don't forget, if you are under the influence of something, the penalty goes a bit lower, you know. So if you're under the influence of alcohol, for example, and you committed murder, a lot of different factors. Again, I'm not a lawyer. Don't take this advice.
No, yeah. Just
I'm just
people know.
giving you an example
Sure.
of what we've seen that comes in the newspapers usually.
Okay.
Whenever there's a major crime, it's always there in the newspaper. So we read.
And what happens if someone steals an iPhone in Dubai, for example?
Oh, I mean, someone steals an iPhone, and if they're caught, you know, they'll get a fine, jailed, and they'll be jailed probably like for 6 months to a year, but they'll always get out on a part. Like usually, there's sometimes every time in Ramadan, the president, His Highness, you know, just gives out like a pardon, a royal pardon to people that have stayed a lot for their sentence. But like I said, if you steal an iPhone and you're an expat, yes, they fine you, they jail you, but they also deport you. So they deport you and you don't come back. You know, like never, yeah. Like they do the eye scan and everything, and you're not allowed to come back in.
Okay. I wanted to make you a question. I think that's more a myth than another thing. I might, but I want you to contrast this. Is homosexuality illegal in the UAE?
It's a very touchy topic.
Yeah, that's why I want you to tell me something.
I mean, homosexuality, of course, is not. It's not promoted here in the UAE. Absolutely not. And it's something which is. See, look, if you look at it, it's always frowned upon. You know, around the whole world in all religions and everything. You know, but we stick to our values here in the UAE. You know, especially in the Gulf countries as well. Like we don't promote, we won't engage, we'll just be like, look, we don't care, you know, as long as you're not being too overly, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like for example, when it comes to some schools in other countries, they're teaching kids now how to, like, you know, that okay, you can be whatever you want. You can be a male or a female. You can actually have this right of yours. We will never get into that phase to tell our children, you know, you can choose what you want. Absolutely not. Thank God. Not saying that. I mean, like, what I'm trying to say is that if a certain group of people want to be like that, fine. But don't tell me that I should, you know, look at it as a, as you know, like as something that's normal. Don't worry, it's fine. No, no, no. I'm sorry. If you want to be in that way, it's okay. Fine. I'll not interfere. You don't interfere. But just don't come and tell me that, yeah, you know, you should promote and this and that. No, I'm sorry. It's very simple. And thank God, you know, we live in a country, alhamdulillah, which is like, we're the same. We're very neutral. We're like the Switzerland of the whole, you know, we're like the Switzerland of the Middle East and Asia.
Yeah.
We're neutral, but don't cross the limits,
Yeah, sure. Okay.
you know?
Talking about topics, I want to know another one. There's a lot of people that they are not informed and they think the UAE, the woman can't walk on the street, they can't work, it's not like this, right?
I mean, you know, that's the thing, you know, I was shocked. I met someone probably about a year ago, I remember. And this guy was from the UK. And he was based, I'm not based, he grew up and studied in Korea all his life. He spoke Korean and he came to Dubai for the first time. For the first time, he came to Dubai. And I was shocked because I know a lot of people from the UK usually come to Dubai like on and off. But this guy, it was his first time and he was in shock because, you know, he was like, I can't believe, you know, like we were told about the UAE of something so different, you know, like in the sense he didn't think it was this open and safe. I mean, you know, a lot of women, you know, I mean, I know a lot of Spanish women as well, through my partner, and they work here. They They're very happy. They're alone living in Dubai. They've come to Dubai just to work, and they're doing extremely well. Very happy. They whenever we talk and we talk about the safety of the UAE, they say like we're so glad that we can be out late, go home very late, and just have no tension. Like back home in Spain, we cannot do this. Which I was surprised because I mean I know that okay, back home in Spain you cannot be out that late, but they're like no, in Dubai it's like it's a totally different thing for us. And I mean as long as more and more people know it,
Probably a woman is more secure here in the UAE. It depends on what time of the night. That in Barcelona at 3 a.m. at the night, for example.
I mean anytime. A woman is safe anytime. I mean, look, there are some very, very bad areas. Like I'm like not bad areas. I'd say like some like I'm not saying that. Yani, look, everywhere it's safe, but you don't. That doesn't mean you go into a very dark area at night. Surrounded with a lot of random people or whatever. I mean, like no, don't be. You know, still think like okay, fine. Don't think like oh, Dubai is safe. I'll just walk. Correct. Even if you walk there, people will think twice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they'll think twice to do anything because they're all afraid.
Mm-hmm.
They know that for a fact we'll get caught very quickly. Number one. Number two is that, I mean, Dubai is just coming up with more and more cameras. You can't commit a crime here and get away with it, especially in Abu Dhabi as well.
Sure.
So yeah, it is safe for women, very safe.
If you didn't live in the UAE, what country would you like to live in?
UAE,
No, if it's not possible, UAE.
UAE.
There's not another country you will live in.
No,
No?
no. I'm not going to Spain. That's for that guy just leaving the room right now. But no, I'd prefer UAE. I mean, there's no place like home.
Yeah.
Upon the old days when I used to travel, and I remember that feeling when I'd come back to Dubai. It's just like a very, like I miss home kind of
Sure.
feel. There's no place I can think of. I mean, if I had to go somewhere, let's say if not the UAE, probably Norway or Iceland. Iceland maybe.
Yeah.
Somewhere far away, secluded, where everything is also normal. Because I think also places like Norway and Iceland, I think like climate is very low. Life there is easygoing, simple.
But it's very cold at that.
That's what I need.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I like.
Okay. So you like cold.
We prefer the cold. You don't prefer the heat.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
Like you guys prefer the cold as well, right? No, you prefer
But
the heat.
personally, I prefer the heat.
You prefer the heat.
I like it more. The summer, the beach, I love
That other Spaniard that just left, he prefers the cold. He likes
Yeah.
for the mountains and Andorra every weekend. Just 2 hour drive to go snow. I told him it's a 2 hour drive. You're driving 2 hours for snow. You can drive here 45 minutes to ski Dubai. He didn't want to listen.
And you have at 1 hour the surf at Abu Dhabi. Do you have for go on a surf, right?
Yeah,
Lucas told me that.
yeah,
Yeah, that's really nice.
yeah. That's one thing that's nice. So yeah, why do I need to go anywhere else outside? Kalas, everything is here.
Okay, now we're gonna play kind of a game. I will tell you countries and you tell me one adjective, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Adjective is a doing word, isn't it? No, that's verb. Describing word.
Yeah, a describing word.
Adjective
It's not
is-
adjective.
Adjective is describing word.
Yeah, that's
Verb
verb.
is doing word.
Yeah.
Do you know adjective? You notice a noun?
You can say an adjective or a phrase.
Okay, yeah.
If you prefer a phrase.
No, anything. Let's see.
Okay. So Italy.
Olive oil and cheese. I mean, I was thinking of a cheese board with olive oil, but okay.
France.
Eiffel Tower.
No, but
An adjective, a describing word.
yeah, no, but more like I don't know, financial, culture, taxes.
Smells of piss all the time in Paris, sorry. I mean, French people are very rude, but okay, fine, Parisians especially, but yeah. No, I'm not a big fan of France, but okay, fine.
Okay, USA.
Yeah.
Not a big fan of USA neither.
No. I mean, I'd love to go to the States to go and visit. Yeah. I mean,
Describe it with one word or one phrase.
no, I describe it with one word. I would say a bit weird.
Weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ireland.
Ireland.
Oh, they're very nice people.
Spain.
Oh, I have a lot of complaints against Spanish people. One thing is that they're very bad teachers.
Bad teacher.
Yes.
Okay.
When it comes to asking them about languages in Spanish,
Yeah.
terrible. Yeah, no. I mean, you're a witness as well to it.
Ahora vamos a hacer como una sección de juegos, no es juego realmente, pero para hacerlo un poco más entretenido, le voy a preguntar una serie de coches y él me va a responder el tipo de persona que lo conduce aquí en Dubai. We're gonna do kind of a play
I do the
game.
same thing as well.
Yeah, you do think?
Yeah, I always like pull by, like
We'll do a kind of a gameplay. We do a gameplay. I tell you, because in Dubai, there's a lot of fancy cars and supercars and everything. You see them all around. I will tell you brand car names, and you will describe me who is the type of people who drive that car. Okay, here in Dubai.
okay, they're like the first nationality that comes to my head.
Not nationality, the kind of people like a crypto guy, a smart guy, an investor, a real estate investor. I'll tell you brand names of cars, and you tell me the type of people who drive that car.
Okay.
First is Toyota Corolla.
Company cars, usually workers working around.
Tesla Model X.
No comment.
Okay. G-Wagon.
I mean, it could be a mix. You could be from inherited money, you could be crypto, you could be, could be a scammer as well. I mean, many. It's all
Okay.
a round thing.
Range Rover.
Executives.
Rolls-Royce Cullinan.
Rolls-Royce Cullinan. I think, yeah, these are the rich, I'd say, yeah, ultra rich people.
Lamborghini Urus.
People coming here on vacation, renting them out.
Porsche GT2.
I'd prefer the GT3, but if it's a GT2, there's something wrong with you.
Okay. How do you say BMW W8? No.
Volkswagen.
Yeah. BMW M8, you say? BMW M8.
That's teasing me, but usually, I mean, I know a lot of Russians like BMW, especially the M8. So yeah, you could be probably a crypto guy. I say a crypto guy, a Russian crypto guy.
Okay. The Bugatti Chiron.
Says billionaires for sure.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. You'll find a lot of those on the road.
Okay. Now we will do the same game with watches. Okay. So to do it more dynamic.
Okay.
Casio.
Can be anything because there's some very rich people I've seen wearing Casio. So I don't know. That's one type of Casio. So I don't know. I mean, yeah, a mix of people, I'd say.
Apple Watch.
Tech guy or just someone who wants to put into fitness, I'd say.
Tag Heuer.
Probably some executive or, an ex-golfer maybe.
Omega.
Yeah. Omega is nice. I mean, I personally like it. It's a very nice classic watch. I'd say the people that wear that, I mean, it depends. People that would wear Omega are probably guys who are practical, So I'm guessing probably executives,
Audemars Piguet Royal Oak.
Probably millionaire.
Patek Philippe Nautilus.
Millionaire, multi-millionaire, I'd say. Close to a billionaire, maybe.
Richard Mille.
That's a good question. I have a lot of friends who wear Richard Mille,
Be
but
careful where you say that.
please, I don't get this wrong, but you can either be a rock star having a Richard Mille, or you could be a scammer and a fraudster wearing a Richard Mille. New money. But guys, again, for those of you who know me personally, don't take it wrong. But yeah,
Okay.
being very honest about Richard Mille.
Hublot?
Those are just people that are lost. I know we have someone here in the room going at you, bro. But yeah, you know.
Cartier?
Oh, Cartier is, I mean, I think everybody could wear Cartier. It's a nice classic watch. You could wear it to many things. I mean, yeah. A lot of people. I mean, I've seen rich people, extremely rich people wearing Cartier. And I've seen like normal people wearing Cartier. So yeah, it's a very nice watch to have.
Okay, perfect. So I wanted to do the game because it's really interactive and to end good the interview. So thank you so much, Mohammed Al Jabri, for having this interview.
You're most welcome.
And yeah, see you in the next.
Kick out the guy with the Hublot watch.
And yeah, it was a completely pleasure. See you in the next podcast. And just we'll do a lot of content this week because you're a client. So we keep going. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Toby. Done?
Done.